Good afternoon. My name is Yentang Kurniawati. Now I would like to explain about English method development. The first one is about definitions of method development itself. According to Tomlinson's, method development is anything which is done by writer, teachers, or learner to provide source of language input and promote language learning. It means that in method development, is anything done by material developers or teachers to facilitate the learning of the language or teaching, to supply of information about experience of the language and ways designed to promote of the language learning itself. The next is the role of material according to Cunningsworth in 1995, including a sort of presentation spoken or written. The second one is a sort of activities for learner practice and communicative interaction. And then a reference source for learners on grammar, vocab, pronunciations, and so on. Next, a search of simulations and ideas for classroom activities. And then a search for syllabus. And the last one is a support for less experienced teachers who have not yet gained confidence in teaching. Then now we learn about types and characteristics of teaching material, including print material, audio materials, audiovisuals, and interactive teaching materials. The first one is print material, for example, textbook, student worksheet, and pictures. And second one is audio materials, for example, cassette and compact disc. The third one is audiovisual, for example, video compact disc and film. And the last one is interactive teaching materials, for example, web-based learning materials and computer-assisted interaction. Moreover, in the teaching's material can be also categorized whether they are authentic or created. The first one is authentic material. Authentic or learner contextualized. Material is print material used in ways that they would be used in the life of learners outside of their education classes. For example, the use in teaching of text, photographs, and other teaching research that they are not especially prepared for pedagogical purpose. There are some strengths and limitations of authentic material. The strength is they have positive effect of learner motivations. They provide authentic cultural informations, the target culture. They provide exposure to real language. The student can relate the more closely to learners' need, and they support a more creative approach to teachings. And the limitations is creative materials can also be motivating for learners. Authentic materials often contain difficult language. Created material may be superior to authentic material because they are generally built around a great syllabus. And then using authentic materials can be a burden for teacher. The next is developing material. Materials exist in order to support learning and teachings. So they should be designed to suit the people and the process involved. But most teachers are not creators of teaching material but providers of good materials. For the purpose, teachers may conduct material evaluation and adaptation in order that they can provide good materials for their students. And then evaluating materials. Evaluations is an intrinsic part of teaching and learning. The activity in evaluating materials involves measuring the value or potential value of a set of learning material by making judgment about the effect of the material on the people using them. It tries to measure, for example, the appeals of the materials to the learners, the validity of the materials, the ability the materials to interest the learners, the potential learning value of the material itself, and then the assistance given to the teachers in the terms of the preparations, delivery and assessment, the flexibility of the materials itself. And then adapting materials involve to changing existing materials so that they become more suitable for specific learners, teacher, or situations. In preparations of particular lessons, teachers might, for example, decide to use only part of a unit, add or delete text of or activities, replace or supplement tasks or activities with one from another source. In adapting materials, the material developers need to consider the following procedure. The first one is profiling of teaching context. The second one is identifying reason for adaptations, evaluation, and then listing objective. The next is adapting, teachings, and revising. Okay, this is all for my explanations. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon. Bye.